I have to add Wendy. Hi, friends.
I'll just be in the background the whole time. It's fine.
I, I should have added you first. Well, hello. It has been a hot minute since I have personally myself have been on a live video. I know Wendy, a couple things have changed for Wendy, like her location. So things are a little different for us, but we're here. And
Yeah, I got if you can see like this section, like this is my desk. So it goes out and everything. It's giant. Took me like 3 days to build it.
so, how's the weather?
So we got snow last night
Oh,
and I
okay.
was not prepared. I am not a winter girly. I am a summer girly. So yeah, that was not fun, but I didn't really have to go anywhere. I just had to move my car, so it wasn't
Hmm.
too bad.
Yes, like Lisa said, don't forget to like both streams. A couple just a couple things we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about BP today. I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I do have something I want to show y'all in a minute, but Wendy's already seen it. So I'm Jen. I am an anti-MLM content creator here on YouTube. I talk about Bomb Party, which is probably one of my favorite things to talk about. I was in Cincy for 8 years. I was in the top 2% and decided that MLMs just weren't for me. And then started consuming some anti-MLM content. Aaron B's, DC, Julie Joe, Julie Anderson, um, some of those amazing creators. And so here I am now talking about my experience in MLM and what I think about Bomb Party. I am neurodivergent. I am queer. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I have dogs. I love all kinds of eclectic things. DC likes to describe me as a dark academia is my vibe. So that's kind of a little bit about me. I live in the great state of Texas. And yeah, you'll probably see my spouse coming in here in a minute. He is not home yet. And the dog, which is like, it's not his dog, it's our dog, but she loves him the most, is waiting for him to come home. So
No.
that's about me. That's who I am. I'm going to pass it over. This always gets me. I'm going
Yeah,
to
I
pass it
know.
over to Wendy.
Hey everyone, I'm Wendy. I'm alumno. I have been in sales for about 14 years. I started in retail and worked my way up to inside sales. I've never actually been in an MLM. I find it fascinating from an actual salesperson's perspective. So on my channel, I like to talk about the differences between multi-level marketing tactics and traditional sales techniques. My life just got flipped upside down, French prince style. So that was fun. I just moved from Oklahoma back to Connecticut. So I'm actually in my childhood bedroom right now, and it's the weirdest thing. Um, I have a little doggy that you'll see soon. He's just chilling on the floor by my feet. And yeah, that's just a little bit about me. And Lindsay said that you're jealous that I got snow. You can have it. I'll ship it to you.
It was, let's see, I think it got to be 70 here today, and now it's 63. I went outside because a bunch of stuff came for Christmas gifts and stuff, and it was pouring rain. Like, it has been cloudy and muggy and yucky all day, and it finally just the bottom fell out. I was like, oh,
Ew.
mm-hmm.
Although
It's
I'll take
worse.
the 70 degrees.
As well, if there's no humidity, I don't mind, but
Yeah.
okay, I just got a whole bunch of pictures that Wendy sent me. Let me move them into the right folder real quick. And then Wendy, talk about, since we've talked about this a little bit, but we haven't, will you share with our audience, our live audience? Um I'm just being eccentric today. Um will you talk about why reps are not using codes anymore while I do this? Because I think that's important
Yes.
and that's been going on.
So, if there's anyone watching that doesn't know what Bomb Party is, like if you're catching this later, Bomb Party is jewelry reveals. So you don't know what you're getting. You know you're going to get like a necklace or a ring or what have you. And if you get a ring, you're going to get your size. Everything else is a mystery. So, normally a lot of reps have different codes like newbie codes, multiple things, codes, things like that. Now, um, sorry, I just got back on my meds, so my brain is a little foggy right now. So if I'm like stuttering, just bear
No,
with
you're
me.
fine. Um,
Um, but yeah, so there's an incentive trip coming up to Hawaii. And instead of having like recruits be how you earn it, they're doing sales. So if the rep gives out a discount code, for example, um, oh, that is adorable.
mhm.
I love that. Um, so yeah, when a customer uses a code, for example, that code that gets discounted off of the rep's profit. So a lot of reps now are discounting the shipping instead of
Mhm.
discounting the actual items. The customer still gets the discount, but the reps still get the points. It
Mhm.
still eats at the cut at the rep's profits though, because now the rep has to pay for shipping out of pocket. So it's really not a win-win here.
Yeah, they're trying to maximize the points to earn the trip, but still
Mhm,
offer incentives to their customers. But the problem is, we've seen a lot of changes in how BP reps incentivize their customers, right? So we see reps who offer after so many pieces purchased, then people could get a free OG, or if they wait, they could get a free sterling, or whatever their X number of items equals a free unrevealed piece of jewelry. Sometimes they do revealed pieces of jewelry. We've seen coupon codes, but then with this latest incentive trip, they are getting points based off what was sold. So before, reps could bonus buy and buy all this product and, have all this inventory and basically buy the trip when okay, and let me back up. When they're buying this inventory to like bonus buy, we're not talking about 5 and $10. We're talking about thousands upon thousands of dollars of product.
mhm.
Let me find this one picture because I want to share with y'all some inventory that is available. Hey, Avery Joe.
Well,
We
another thing too, not to cut you off, but,
no, you
um, Wolfie's reasoning, did you hear Wolfie's reasoning for,
mm-mm,
taking out the shipping codes?
mm-mm.
So he was like, "Bomb party codes are so glitchy that I just decided to get rid of them and just discount shipping." That's what he said.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that statement. I keep
Mhm.
forgetting. I want to show y'all something that I got. Like, I'm going to time out and pause the bomb party thing because I have to show y'all something that is amazing that I got last week that I'm so stoked about.
We'll do a little
Um,
show and tell real quick.
we are going to do a little show and tell. So, y'all obviously know I have a gallery wall back here. I love all kinds of stuff. Um, my logo. I love skeletons. And Lisa the cat mom, y'all, she took my logo and made it into an embroidery piece for me. Tell me this is not amazing,
I love that
because
so much.
I think this is so cool. Like, it hangs up on my wall right in front of my desk, so I see it every day, but I am obsessed with this. Lisa the cat mom is amazing. So, shout out to her for this beautiful piece of art that is now gonna hang on my wall. So,
That came out so good, Lisa, like,
it
great job.
it did. I've showed it to everybody. It was so cool. It's so cool. I
Okay.
love it.
I am
Um,
showing everyone this real quick, and
okay.
I'm not gonna show the functional part of it,
Okay.
okay?
Yep.
But if you catch my drift, it's a functional glass piece, okay? Now, I was not prepared for how big this was gonna be, but it's a whole ass glass piece that I can use.
Mhm.
I just had to share that. That was so funny. I
It's
waited 2
so
years for
cool.
that piece.
It's like it's the perfect birthday, like, and your birthday's in January, right?
Yeah, my birthday's coming up.
Okay. Yep. Yours is in January, mine is in February, Emmett's is in March. That's easy to
Mhm.
remember.
And it's funny
Uh,
because you were talking about the dark academia aspect, and, like, I'm just living in my pastel era right now. Even my desk is pink.
That's why we get along, opposites.
Yeah,
we're opposites on some things and alike in other ways. So,
we complete each
uh,
other.
yes, we do. Okay, so we're gonna talk about back to the items and purchasing inventory. Let's see if where that is. This the picture? Okay, that's not the picture. Hold on. There are a lot of pictures of this collection and things in general.
I'm happy I was able to snag some.
I know.
Oh, real quick, Busy
Thanks.
Daily Mom actually got a sleeve of 2025 um, by mistake. So she already had a sleeve of it.
Yes,
Hey,
she
Mima.
she did. Thanks. Thank you. I got a tart palette. I got a tart palette from Sephora. It was on sale. So I was like, let's do
Nice.
something pretty. Uh, so she did. I was actually watching that live. She got a whole sleeve, I think, of size 10s in the January collection. And she revealed one, I think. And
Yep.
so birthday collections, their wrappers they have the BP logo printed on them. They're not the solid color foil wrappers that we see. So BP, if you're new to BP, their like main thing is fizzy. Well, Wendy said the fizzy little bomb bath bombs, and they're wrapped in aluminum foil. The ring is in a bag wrapped in aluminum foil in the bath bomb. The foil color on regular rings on the OG collection is color coded the same color as the rings. I mean, as the sizes. So certain sizes, I think size 7 is yellow. They call them butter cubes. I think the foil is a similar color so they can know, okay, this is, they can kind of keep things in order. The foil on those size 10s was the birthday foil, but they still opened it. And they did indeed get a sleeve of size 10 January birthday collections.
Mhm.
It's okay. We're new here. We haven't streamed in a while, so we
Yep.
we're all in this together.
We're
Let's
all in this
this
together.
together.
Yeah. Okay. So Jen Lopez, she got kicked out of her back office. Like, it was saying that she was not a rep anymore. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm intrigued to see if that was a glitch, if they termed her. Like, obviously, I have no details.
I saw details on that. So
Oh, okay.
she allegedly had her card stolen or her card info stolen, which could happen. Like it's, around the holidays, I know that stuff kind of ramps up and we see a lot of it.
I had that happen
And
to me last year during Christmas.
And so the card that was on file for her BP back office was the card that she had canceled or that had been stolen. So allegedly her card had been stolen, it had been shut off. It all makes sense. So like I don't believe that she was termed or anything by BP. Termed
Right.
is terminated by
It's
BP.
hard for BP to term someone.
Yes, it is very difficult and I think it's happened a handful of times. And most people, I mean, I think like I can count on less than one hand the number of times I've been aware that someone has been terminated by BP.
Yeah.
Most of the times people leave. However, what I have seen lately is an influx of destashers. So people
Yes.
who are former reps who may have inventory that is either open or they're opening inventory and selling it opened and revealed.
Mhm.
And that's been a huge thing. Someone had told me months ago that that was a big business and I needed to look into it. Now there's so many people who are destashing that it is very interesting. And I'm curious to see how, if more people are going to go to destashing, how we're going to see these collections because November and December and January has all had kids rings too. So that's again additional inventory that people have to buy. If people don't have that inventory, if they have not purchased inventory to sell, they cannot sell it on a live. Most people will do TikTok live. That's where you see a lot of people and a lot of reps have been questioned about. We're going to come back to January. It's going to be a full circle moment, y'all. Just follow along with me. Um, a lot of people have asked, what about TikTok? Because there's a lot of questions about TikTok. If you follow Emily D. Baker, she's a lot. She does law commentary. She was a former. She is a lawyer. She used to be a practicing attorney. She posted something on her actual YouTube page today where she is like, I take someone like her who is, takes factual information and provides that and doesn't, and she was saying she thinks it's going to get shut down, and or she thinks they're just not going to make it's not going to be available in the Apple store or the Android store or the Google Play store, and then it's just going to start to slowly kind of fall apart because they're not going to have patches, there's not things are going to kind of go wrong, and the app is just kind of going to like fade off into the sunset. I don't know anything, but I thought that was an interesting perspective that she had. You can go find it was on her quick bits, I think, from today. But a lot of reps have been asking and customers have been asking, what are we going to do if TikTok shuts down in January? Because in my opinion, that is the source of a lot of reps and the things that they use and what the platform they use. Some people do Instagram, some people do Facebook, but I think the majority of the reps who have the large followings, the people we see like the Callies and the Janes and you know, Mother Mary and Kate O'Driscoll, a lot of the really big people, their following is on TikTok, and having to change platforms, I think, is gonna hurt them a lot because not everybody wants to be on, you know, Instagram or Facebook, and that's the direction that they're trying to push people to.
Yeah, and a lot of the reps are starting to transition, like, they're forcing Hey, Marianne. They're forcing, no, not forcing, they're, telling their audience, like, "Hey, join my Facebook VIP group. Hey, join me on Instagram." Jane went live last night and was dual living between TikTok and Instagram. Now, w one thing that I saw last night, I was watching Sunny D, and I didn't realize how rude she is. Like, she is
Oh,
straight up rude. Like, she got a comment saying like, "Hey, where are you gonna go what if TikTok gets banned?"
mhm,
That's a normal question. It was asked in a polite way. There was nothing wrong with that question, right? She just snapped, and she was like, "I'm not talking about that. We'll get there, like, if it happens." Like, imagine she said this, right? Imagine going into somebody's job and asking, like, "What are you gonna do when it closes?" I'm like, "It's a valid question, though. Like,
right.
what are you going to do? Because this is your livelihood." And Sunny D is also in Tupperware, Scentsy, and one other one. I can't remember. I think Red
No,
Aspen.
not pharmacy. I think Red
Oh,
Aspen.
no. She might be in
No.
4. Um,
She in her link tree,
she's
she's
definitely
got
in a lot.
a lot of, yeah, she has a
And
lot of,
and she's been giving Scentsy away as, like, gifts too.
I
Um,
mean, if we wanna play that game, I can definitely one up her because I got too much shit in my life from Cincy, but I could
yeah,
give
but
everybody a box. But, like, that's cross promoting, number 1. That's a big no-no.
exactly.
And I can tell you Cincy's gonna be like, don't like that," and
Mhm.
but I don't think she's a big enough rep from what I've looked, and I've like, when I've scrolled through and looked at her Cincy website, she's just very basic. Like, she's hit her 1,000, so she's a certified consultant now, which
Yep.
means, she doesn't have a big team, and she could be doing a lot of volume. Volume doesn't really matter for title, but she doesn't have a team. So
Mhm.
she's just selling it to sell the product.
She does get a lot of, like, giant orders, though, so I'm wondering if the destashers are going to her because she has so much fucking inventory. Because last
And
night,
does
somebody
she
ordered,
still
like, 20 items.
does she still do coupons? Because she was a big coupon.
Oh,
She had
yeah.
a lot
She
of
has a
coupon codes for a
list of
while.
coupons. Yeah,
Okay, I
even with
want
the Hawaii stuff.
So we talked a little bit about inventory and buying inventory. I want to show you guys a picture that I saw today, and it kind of just puts some things into perspective. So the person who I am going to show you this picture is a diamond consultant. So they are at the top of the I have all these windows open. And now I'm like, where is the picture that you want to see?
Lisa, that's a great question. I'm not sure if Lena is. I wouldn't put it past it though. Like that would be what makes the most sense, right? Because who on earth buys like 30, 40 items from different reps too? Like she's not just in one person's life. So, I mean, in my opinion, I would say she's a destasher.
Okay. We'll
I'm
come
gonna
back
get the
to Lena.
camera. I'm gonna still be here.
Okay. I'm going to put Lena on my list of things to talk about because I do want to talk about her. I don't know that she's a destasher as much as I think that she is a seller in Canada. This is, again, my opinion. I don't know anything secret or haven't been provided any information, but I believe that she sells in Canada and she has a customer base. I don't know more than that, but I do know if you've ever watched Bethy's lives where Lena has made purchases, her the way that she communicates is a little bit different. I don't think she's a native English speaker. I think she's probably French Canadian. And so that's kind of what I think her kind of thing, her deal is. Do we think current reps are do we think current reps are what? I just want to make sure I understand the question before I answer. Okay, so this picture that I'm showing you right here is from a diamond rep, top of the pyramid, top of the triangular shaped prism. And this is the inventory that's available to purchase on their website. So it's 413 Simply Studs, 443 Luxe Layers, and 449 fall stack. So the subtotal, if a customer ordered this, you can obviously see almost $130,000 in inventory. I sat and did some calculations. I don't know the exact amount of what people are getting paid on those items. I did a high end and a low end to show kind of if out of this much for a rep to sell this much, this is how much just on the product. If this rep sells everything that is listed here, on the low end of the scale, it is $6,525. On the high end of the scale, it's $13,050. So we've got a $6,000 to $13,000 range depending on what the profit is per piece. Like I said, I didn't jump into it and dive into it and look at it. I was like, the low end is $5, the high end is 10 because that's kind of where BP's sweet spot is. They typically have that's how much people make per piece. So those numbers aren't great. When you are selling $130,000 and the max you can make is $13,000, where do you think this is just goes back to show where do you think they're making the money from? It's definitely not from selling the product. Because if I sold $130,000 in product for any company and you said, "Oh, you're going to make $13,000," I would laugh at you and I would say, "That's nice, but have a nice day."
Yeah.
It's just not it's not time is money, and that exchange of time and money is like 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 Heather said, that was exactly what I felt when I started looking at it and I started doing the crunching the numbers and I started, you know, I was like, this is wild.
Like
$130,000 of inventory and you're only gonna make 13,000, like high end. And that's
that, that's not even like minimum wage.
Mm-mm. And that's not counting giveaways. That's
Mhm.
not counting, items that that this rep has opened for themselves. That's coming out of their profit. Anything if they offer free shipping or discounted shipping, that's coming out of their profit. So you see how when we continue to say these reps aren't making the money, they're not making the money selling the product.
Mhm.
They're just not. You can't convince me that they are.
E. Smith says, "Do we think current reps are selling opened inventory to destashers to recoup some of their losses?" So BP has a policy where you cannot sell open inventory. So if something is opened, it can be used as a giveaway, but you can't sell stuff that's already opened. So um, the destashers are buying fresh inventory, if that
Mhm,
makes sense.
mhm. And when we talk, even talking about like breaking compliance too, and going back to the don't see a lot of we don't see a lot of compliance from BP, in my opinion. We see a lot of reps doing whatever they want to do, and BP just kind of, in my opinion, ignoring it and backing off a little bit. And if the money's still coming in and the reps are still selling it, even if they're out of compliance, the reps are still active and doing whatever they are doing, in my opinion. Like,
I'll be right back.
okay. All right, let's look at some January. It's I'm gonna let y'all. I haven't seen any pictures with missing stones on them, so that's an improvement. But let's look at this one.
That was the first thing I looked at. I'm not kidding.
Like, okay, so here is a picture of the January birthday collection. Yeah, yet, yet, yet is the keyword. So here's the January collection. It is garnet or
Yes.
ruby, garnet.
It's
Okay.
supposed to be garnet, but all right. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a January baby and I love garnet. Like it's one of my favorite jewel tones, and I get irrationally angry at BP's garnets. You'll see closer pictures, but even the darker ones that are actually red, and we'll get there in a second because they're not all red. Um, they look more like rubies and garnets. So
And they said, I remember last year they were like, ruby, one of the most, we don't know. We don't know. I keep sliding all the things down to find that picture because I want to see if I can zoom in on it. Here we go. Let's zoom in. There we go. Like, what is this? Wendy, do you okay, let's see what Sandy said. Sandy K says, a very small rep that I know knows that the only way to make money is having downlines, and those downlines having downlines, and those downlines having downlines. But
mhm.
yet she still keeps going. So BP reps also get paid at 4 levels. So they get paid 4 generations down. So and I'm going to use the 4 of us because most people know who we are. So let's say DC recruits Lushy, and Lushy recruits Wendy, and Wendy recruits me. DC, because she's at the top, gets paid on all 3 of us and herself. And
Mhm.
so that's where it kind of, and I have a graphic I need to fix for sure and show that talks about the more people you have. Yes, if you're collecting 10 or 20 or, $50 from a rep, if you have 500 reps on your team, that money adds up really quick. But if you have one or two, it doesn't. And it's not as much money coming in. And that's why we see a lot of these. I I continue to see the same things happening, and a lot of other anti content creators will say the same thing, is you see a lot of people joining the top reps because they're successful. That's who they want to be like. I'm going to use Callie. She's a top recruiter in BP. People want to be like her. She has an aesthetic that even people want to be like her on based on the aesthetic, but people are drawn to success and they want to sign up with people who are successful because I think, in my opinion, people look at it like, well, if they're successful, they can teach me how to be successful. But what they're not looking at is all of the work and all of the people who have possibly been on, and they won't ever see the people who have been on the team and been a recruit of that person and left. Those people don't talk out, and they don't speak out. And that's why we kind of do what we do here and talk about anti MLM, is because some of us have that experience and can tell you, like, you're just a number if you're joining an MLM and the person who's recruiting you can tell you all of these things. They can tell you how amazing it is and how wonderful it is and how great the opportunity is, but at the end of the day, you're just a number to them, and all that's going to happen is you're going to make sales and you're going to work your tail off. There's not going to be any downtime. There is no working in pockets of time. It's working in all of your time. Hello. You know, so you're spending all of your time. That's really sad. If your kids are sick or if it's holidays or if you're on vacation, if you're not working, you're not making money. Not you, Callie. The other Callie.
As long
The
as you're not
the
in BP, we're good, okay?
right, right.
Okay,
Uh,
I have to get this out there. The first picture does not look like it's her hand, and so it looks like she's about to get, like, shoved into a free candy van.
oh, it doesn't look like her hand the way that
The way
they
that they angled it, it looks like it's disconnected.
World of Brit says, "Howdy, howdy. These look more garnety than the 2024
Yeah.
collection, but they're still a little not brown enough." But
Oh, we'll
also,
get
Dear
there.
David. Yeah.
We'll get there. This is just the
So
promo,
this is
so of
yeah.
course they're gonna choose the
Yes.
reddest ones.
Yeah. So this is the promo. I don't know what some of these designs are. I'm not a fan like every other collection that we see.
Lisa said that the earrings remind her of either hubcaps or pasties, and pasties just nailed it.
Oh, yay. Okay. Let's
I mean, even the box is pink.
It is pink. Is it okay? We're just gonna start going through these pictures and hold on. The dog is scratching. Hold on. Okay. These are these the earrings the
Yeah.
earrings in question?
Mhm.
Mm, They don't even look the same color, which okay, they could be
We have
different
another
angles.
missing stone, y'all. Okay. So, you see the dangle right in the middle of the opening?
Is that right here?
Yep.
Shut up.
I guess I didn't look closely enough.
Okay. What do we think? Is this
That one might be a little, like, on the edge of, like,
let me
either
s-
missing or
let's
clear,
let's see.
but
Let's zoom out.
I wish I had a better
It
picture.
doesn't look anything like this.
No, it doesn't.
But they also don't I have to
But
say,
I've
I don't
also
know.
seen, like, they've done gems that have looked, like, darker and it looks like it's
Mhm,
missing,
mhm.
but even then, that's quality control issue.
Yeah. So the thing that and I don't know who started doing this first. I don't know who to give credit to because somebody gets credit for this, if it's Mother Mary or whoever. But one of the things that they do is I'm trying to find a piece of paper. Of course, literally the only time I look for a piece of paper, I can't find it. Um, I'm just gonna do this.
Lisa said, "How much gardening does Lillian do when she designs these?" I personally take offense to that because I am a professional gardener and I still wouldn't come up with that shit.
No, no. So when they hold the earrings like this, right? I'm like, just fold the edges back like this, and you'll be able to see the earrings straight on. So if those
Right.
two edges of the cardboard or whatever paper product they're using, if you fold those back, it actually makes the earrings stand up, like stand straight, if that kind of makes sense. No offense to the professionals. I mean, I think we definitely qualify as professionals. But these are just and I know how they're gonna sell this. I know they're also gonna sell it by saying, "Well, you could take these little dangles off and then just have hoops." But the hoops are pave with CZs on them. There's a Jaxie.
Oh, my parents love him. It's adorable. And he loves them too.
I love that. So they could say, "Oh, just take these little dangle pieces off and then you have the hoops." But we just had a hoof. I'm looking at Stephanie's comment of a floof and we just had a hoop collection not that long ago. And I say we like we're all part of Bomb Party because apparently we all are part of BP. We're just on like we're on one side of the fence and all the reps and everybody else are like playing on the field and it's chaos and it's dog eat dog out there in BP world. All right, let's pull up. Oh, yeah. Okay.
There's definitely some orange pieces in there.
Let's zoom in and see here. Okay. Here we have another set of hoops. They call these hoops because even though they're not closed. I don't like these at all. I don't like them. Don't like
On the
them.
right, you can see the light going through it, and it has that orange undertone where garnet does not look like that.
Mm, mm-mm.
Not that I'm a jewelry expert, but I mean, I fucking love garnet. And I feel, why am I defending gemstones? Like, is this what my life came to?
So, did I hold on? Like, y'all know my life is like my office is essentially what do we call it? Mary Poppins. It's like the biggest Mary Poppins bag ever, right? My office is. Because I'm digging through stuff. I love estate sales. I buy and sell vintage stuff. I found a Simon. I bought this at one point in time. It's the Simon and Schuster Guide to Gems and Precious Stones. Like, how perfect
Mhm.
could this be that now I have a
Nice.
I can tell y'all about these stones that they make up
Mhm.
and
I've said that there's more colors of garnets. There's actually orange garnets, and I made them into stitch markers a few days ago.
ooh, okay.
That's good to know. Um, I feel like they were trying to go for the red garnet though. And
Mhm.
I think that's my issue. Because like I know that there's like pink sapphires, like,
Mhm.
stuff like that.
There's
But
green amethyst is another one too. Amethyst is my birthstone and
yeah.
I know
So
there's other.
like that I totally get. I just feel like if you're gonna go for that dark, dark color, you have to commit.
I'm trying to see. There are I'm sure it's an there so looking in my handy dandy book here, it says there are artificial garnets and then there are non-artificial garnets. So that's interesting too. The nerdy part of me is like, I want to look at all the books and uh, I want to read all the things. Callie says they were going for red, but made these in a room without windows or lights. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just don't like this. I just am not a fan. And, the other thing too is okay, so these big stones are red, but not everybody wants big earrings. Not everybody wants big. And I haven't looked at this, is honestly the first time I've seen this. I did not do any spoilers. I didn't look anything. But why are you not going to involve or include red in the pave stones and make it and draw it all together where it's like, oh, again, I'm just asking questions. I'm not a professional. I would just like to know.
It reminds me of those clip-on earrings that you used to get at like the Dollar Tree. Like, I had gaudy stuff like this
Mhm.
before. Hey, everyone that's just joining.
Welcome,
Um,
friends.
but yeah, like the collecting Mima said, can't stand how the dingles are attached. Like, it's driving me
Mhm.
crazy. It's driving me nuts for all the wrong reasons.
But then reps will say things like, well, if you don't like the dangles, just cut the other piece off.
And then it's gonna look broken. Like
What?
some of them you can actually take off because they just loop in, but no.
Mm-mm. Like, this is no.
It's
It's a
so cheap looking.
It does look cheap. Like, I know we talk about it being cruise jewelry, and I know and I know
Uh-huh.
that yes,
Anything for a sale.
yes, they will tell people to cut it off. There was another, I hate the word. I hate what they call it. That's a long I'm not gonna say it because I think it's like it icks me to say it, but it's like it's typically a necklace and it meets in the middle and it dangles down. It's a dangle
I kn
necklace.
I know what you're talking
I don't
I'm
like
not saying it.
the words that they use to describe it. And somebody was saying like the dangle part, which was like this song. They were like, "Oh, I don't love that." And the rep was like, "Well, just cut that off and then you'll just have the necklace and without the dangle part." And I'm like, "You're selling me something and you're telling me in order to wear it how you would like it, just cut it." As Caitlin says, chuck
Yeah.
it out the window. Just chuck it out the window.
That and what drives me okay, you know when she does, like, a stack of stacks, and
Mhm.
then somebody chooses the lower corner one? She's like,
Wish
bottom quarter baddie,
Yes.
BCB." I'm
Yes.
just like,
Yes, I can't with that.
I get irrationally angry over the dumbest stuff, like, BCB is one of them.
Who Mm-mm. Mm, mm-mm.
Oh, you know what else is, like, grinding my gears right now? Did you see, Wolfie is now doing, like, a safe thing? Like, with a mini
No.
safe?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did see that. Yes, I did. Yes,
No
I
green light for you. Oh my god. I can't. I can't.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, this is not a garnet. This is kind of a little, like I'm just gonna throw this out there because I saw this today. I don't I love I love moonstone, I love opal, I love light colored stones, I think they're beautiful. I love, like, shiny, sparkly stones too, but, like, I am a black and white girly, like, I mean, obviously I have on red, but anyway, most of the time it's, like, black and white. This is the 2 colors that I wear a lot.
Yeah.
And I mix metals, doesn't bother me. But look at this ring. Look at this ring. And tell me the stone doesn't look yellow like pee. Like, just I know I'm probably giving y'all a spoiler but tell me it doesn't look yucky on the yellow gold.
I have to say something, but it's not YouTube appropriate, so I'll tell you later.
Okay. Okay. I don't like this at all. I think it has potential and this stuff doesn't need a safe. No, it does not. It looks like a kidney stone, says Lisa. It does look murky. I think it's a quartz. It's either a quartz fused with something or something else. I just saw it and I was like, I am not a fan. Liz says, haha, this is lab grown uranium. You're in, you're in, I can't speak. Words are hard for me today.
Uranonium?
Thank you. Thank you. At least you can get it right because I can't. So that's one that I saw today. Let's continue down the rabbit hole. Oh, I didn't even see this comment. This is on that that looks like a jelly bean. A toasted marshmallow jelly bean. That's the only way it would say to be saved. Okay. There's a comment. I don't know if you can see this comment. Let me almost 6 years here. That's a rep that's been here according to their comment has been with BP almost 6 years.
Mhm. I
That's a
saw a rep, I think I sent her to you, but, she's been in for 5 years and barely gets, like, 30 people in her live. And she made a
other
whole, like, um, video essay, like, multiple parts of, like, um, why you should join Bomb Party and, like, stuff like that. And she was talking about, like, yeah, so what you do is you invest into the starter kit, and then once you sell that, you just reinvest, and you just keep reinvesting. I'm like, "So you're never gonna get any money."
Well, you're here now, Amy. So welcome to the ugly jewelry party, in my opinion. It looks like a bug. Okay, so here
It
are earrings.
does.
There's a ring that is similar stones that I think I'll have to go. I think I have pictures of it. But yeah, like I have questions. I have design questions on this. Like, why do we have what is this like thing down the middle here? I get okay, we have split stones, but I don't
I
love
mean, if
it.
you can get a long stone for the garnet, you can get a long cubic zirconia.
Mhm.
We've seen that they have them.
Mhm. And I would think this would be more labor for those poor employees over in the factory in China putting all of the stones in.
Hmm.
I have no questions. It's beyond questions. It is beyond questions.
Hmm.
Um, isn't the stuff in the Gatorade in the microwave right now? Aren't we in a Gatorade microwave situation? I think we
Yeah,
are.
I feel like that's my whole life right now. I mean, I already got the Gatorade. Let's go. I said, let's go, and my dog jumped off my lap like I was done with the
He's like,
stream.
"Where are we
Oh,
going?"
right.
All right, let's pull up some more. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I shouldn't like I'll see my face. All right, we're gonna stop there and then we'll next section. Yikes. Is anybody doing anything for the holidays? Are y'all done holiday shopping? Like, I don't even want to wrap. I don't even want to wrap anything. I just want to get gift bags and put everything in gift bags and be done.
I can't afford shit, so everyone gets another year of my friendship. Um, but
I'll take it. It doesn't matter. I'll take that gift any day.
what so I started a tradition with my friends in Oklahoma, but I'm carrying it out here with my friends in Connecticut. So I call them rich bitch lights. And so what we do is we grab hot chocolate and then go to the rich areas and see like all the light
Mm,
wars.
mhm,
It's like, well, I have more money than you kind of thing, like
mhm.
gorgeous displays. But
Oh
yeah.
yeah, the real fancy and like super nice.
Hmm.
The big houses.
This necklace pisses me off. It is just so much.
What I want to know is the clasp, does this clasp right here open?
It it looks like it, but I can't tell.
Mm. Good luck. Good luck to you.
Hmm.
I got an extension on two of my things because I like I'm not at that level though. I was like, I need two extensions because your girl has had a semester.
Hmm.
Um, Well, I hope you have a safe work week and don't have to deal with too many people that are not nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, so this is she's been and to your point, Callie, she has had so many thick chains on a lot of the pieces lately. I think there were
Yeah.
we November had a lot of thick chains and it was that like orange that amber colored stone with gold and rose gold.
Hmm.
And there's just been a lot of these heavy chains. But
Even in the bracelets, like the Lux layers, they've been having like chunky chains in there too.
mhm. What okay, you know how we talked about I think we talked about this, how there was a Lux layer and it was backwards on the like on the actual bracelet, like that one chain piece was like flipped over, was reversed. I swear I thought we talked about this. I heard Disney Mom was talking about it today, and somebody asked if they said, is the flipped bracelet onyx? So I'm curious if the only issue with those ones that was flipped, where it was upside down, like it was reversed and
Mhm.
soldered on or whatever they used to do it, if it was just black onyx pieces. But how interesting would that be if it was just the black onyx pieces? Like, what was
Yeah,
that
'cause
person doing?
I saw a live where that literally happened, where, one of the bracelets was flipped around, and no matter what you do, like, you just can't flip it if it's attached like that, you know?
Hmm.
Also, this necklace is the first inanimate object to drain my social battery. Like, what? It is just chaos, and, like, I love a good, like, gaudy moment,
Hmm.
but I don't think she can even do gaudy right.
Mm-mm. If you're gonna wear something like this, in my opinion, go and buy from an estate sale of some, you know,
Mhm.
somebody's bougie grandma who had like rockin' style, and like, you can get decent pieces for not a whole lot of money. And this is just, I would be pissed if I paid and this is what was opened. Like, I would be pissed off.
Mhm. Ooh, Lisa has a good point. Jules said in her
Mhm.
live that she made a fraction this year, with Lux bracelets compared to the Halloween and holiday stacks. Yeah, I was watching that live,
Mhm.
and, she was like, "BP shot themselves in the foot by not offering Halloween and Christmas."
Yes.
I'm like,
And
"Yeah, that's a good point because everyone was looking for those charms."
yep. And the way that when she was describing it, it's like they have, and this is my opinion. I get to say that here. BP is missing out on a huge opportunity. And I don't want to give BP, I don't want to give Lillian business advice, but I'm going to
Mhm,
say this. And if she watches this, great. If she doesn't watch it, whatever. I don't really care. In my opinion, if BP had charms, and like if they had a whole collection that was charms, and it was like, you first thing you get, like, you open a necklace and it has like an initial charm, like a BP logo charm or whatever, and it's a surprise if you get silver or rose gold or rhodium or whatever. And then they have different charm collections, because think about it. They could have charm collections for holidays. They could have charm collections for weddings or Mother's Day or Father's Day or
mhm,
summer or winter or fall or Halloween. And they could have a different charm collection come out, and they could sell, in my opinion, again, and I'm not, if someone comes out with a MLM business and it's just a charm collection, I'm gonna riot, because no. But you can do things in a way that your customers want, and in a way that's smart for business.
mhm,
People were going nuts, so in my opinion, wild. People were going wild for the charms. And yeah, it was it's it's conversations that other people have had too. So I'm gonna say that it's not just me. Good night,
Good night,
Heather. If you
Mima.
have a good night. Um, but if they did it like that, I think I think people would love it. But then again, people are not going to be able to trade, and they're not going to be able to, they do that behind, they're supposed to do it in the groups, whatever. But hello, friend. Hi. Um, it's been a minute. I haven't even been on live since I met DC in person. Holy shit, y'all. Um,
I'm so mad I missed a chance to see you in DC, but I'll visit at some point.
so if y'all, right, right.
Yeah,
So,
and here's the thing too,
yeah,
Rise has charms, like, they have
yes.
just straight up charms that you can buy. So, if they can do it, how come Bomb Party can't? Because in my opinion, like, Bomb Party is more popular. I for every, like, 1 Rise live, I'll see, like, 100 Bomb Party lives, you
Mhm.
know?
Give me 2 seconds. I gotta let the dog out of my office.
You're good.
So hold on just a second.
But yeah, so, yeah, if Rise can do the charms, I don't see why Bomb Party can't. And I'm in a Rise Facebook group because, I'm always in Facebook groups that I shouldn't be in, that they don't want me in. It's fine. It's fun. My algorithms is all fucked. But they trade those charms like they're gold. So it just oh, DC. Yeah, this necklace it's giving me anxiety. Like, what are we doing here? And like I said, as a January baby, I am mad that this is what my month is represented by. Yeah, Lisa says, I think Lillian wants to be trendy, but that's not what her customers want. Yeah, if it's one thing to have like maybe one collection with like extravagant pieces, like we saw the villain collection, the princess collection, but to put this in like but yeah, to put this in like a regular standard collection, I think it's misplaced at best.
So, sorry, Emmett was home.
Nice. I am
Um,
it.
I'm gonna backtrack and I get to like this is gonna be a brag for like 60 seconds. I got to meet DC, and not only did I get to meet DC, I got to hug DC, which if y'all know anything about DC, she is very particular about who she lets into her personal space. So I was very honored that I got a hug, and it
Oh.
was it was it was amazing. And DC is the person who like you love her on screen and you love her even more in person. So I just want to tell y'all she is just as amazing. She is more amazing in person than she is on screen. So yes, touch of verse. Touch of verse is the
Mhm.
word. But funny story. So we we ate this pizza place. Um and we get there and like so DC and I have the exact same purse. Exact same down to the color, I think, same. We go like we're sitting there at the table eating. Emmett was sitting next to me and then we start pulling out bags out of our bag. Like, and that's Emmett makes fun of me because he says I have bags and bags. I'm a bag and bag kind of girl. Like I have a bag and then I have like bags in the bag. And it's a whole like where's my oh see I have a bag. This bag goes in my purse because it has like medicine. It has my Flint like thingy my bobber. It's got like lip gloss. It's got all this stuff in it. So bags have to be in bags. And Emmett is like, what? He's like, he make fun of me like because he thinks it's funny, like the bags and bags thing. And now
I love
and
that so much for
And
you
so
guys.
now, like, we even have the same, like, little mini puff bag. I got one that, like, hooks onto the handle of the bag, the big bag. But, like, so it's just funny. And DC is a great human. And yeah, I was like, it was so great. It was great. We had so much fun. It was fun.
I love
And
that.
I'm the kind of person that when I get and a hair clip hooked to the strap. I forgot that piece too. We both had like claw clips on the strap of our bags. So like and I'm the nervous person that when I meet you and like the first time, I'm a nervous talker. So I'm going to talk about random ass shit and just talk. And DC is like the sweetest, quietest, like not quiet but like reserved person, and I'm just over there like blah, 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 like just talking, and it worked out. It was great. It was perfect. It was perfect. It was great. Um, so yes. And I'm up to meet people, just I need time and space.
I'm an
I do wanna meet
extrovert
people.
with a time limit. Like, I love meeting people. Like, I'd love to meet you guys, Lushy, Clown Town, everyone.
Mhm.
But I have time limit, you know, like once my social battery is done, like I'm recuperating for like 2 days. So,
Yes. Yes. And we're gonna get together too. Yes. There's plans for all of us, friends. All of us that we talk. So
now someone over here needs a plane ticket.
yes, time limits are great. My
Mhm.
social battery is Emmett's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." He did that on Thanksgiving. He's like, because we were at his family, like with his family. He's like, "You good?" It's like, I think I'm good for a little bit longer. Which,
Yeah.
okay, hold on. Like, we're going down the rabbit holes here. I'm sorry. If you don't like the rabbit holes, sorry about your bad luck, but you can also exit. It's that easy. So, we're at his parents' for Thanksgiving, and we should have an anti-MLM conference. Oh my God, we should do that.
Get a bunch of
And
like anti-MLM creators. Oh, that would be so
yes,
good.
yes. And yes, we should. So anyway, Emmett's dad like we're all sitting there and the ring doorbell goes off and his stepmom is like who's getting something delivered on Thanksgiving? Well, let me tell you, it was his dad, is my father-in-law, right? So he opens up this bag. It's a headband that is attached to the headband is a string. Okay. It has like, I think it has like a D hook in the front, a D ring. And it has the string on it. And attached to the string is a ball. And it's like a squishy ball. And so you put the headband on and then you like, this is one of those stories like I'm gonna laugh retelling it. So like of course the whole goal is to punch the ball repeatedly. And it's like this big. Okay. It's not a big ball, it's like a baseball size. But the goal is to repeatedly punch the ball over and over and over again. And that's the goal. And so different people are trying it and we're laughing. And I was sitting at the end of the table where the activity was going on. So I moved down the table and Emmett is sitting between me and the end of the table where I was previously sitting. So his dad's doing it. And as his dad is punching this ball, his dad is like slowly turning in our direction. And I may have sacrificed my spouse by using him as a shield instead of trying to protect him. He was my human shield. Like I pushed him towards his dad and because I didn't want to get punched in the face. So now the joke is that I will sacrifice Emmett first, which I really don't. I love my spouse. I love my husband very much, but the joke is that I would sacrifice him first because priorities, apparently. Like I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
it was completely unintentional. I didn't mean to. It just kind of happened. And then it was like, he turned to me and he's like, "Did you just push me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. I did. My bad."
Sometimes it's just reflex.
It was completely reflex. Like my brain didn't even like, there was no thought. It was just like,
Survival mode.
surf, and hey, if his dad punches him, it's better than him punching me. I mean,
Right.
they're family. I'm not related to them by blood, so
Dear God, I hope not.
no. No, no, no. Amy said, "Okay, maybe my Wi-Fi on my laptop works out. After restarting my computer twice and disconnecting, reconnecting several times, and closing and reopening the browser several times, I may throw something if not.
No.
We're sending you all the luck. May the odds be in your favor." We
Aw,
appreciate
thank
you.
you.
I mean, I don't wanna be punched, and it was, like it was intense because it's one of those things I know that his dad was, like, in the moment and wasn't like, did not have spatial awareness of what he was doing, and it was yeah, I'm like, I need to move down the table apparently because, like and then it kept being like, "Well, who's gonna try it next?" I am not volunteering. That's one of those things that, like, I would leave before I volunteer for to do anything like that.
You should just make your own kitty table and be like, you're by yourself. Just like, no.
I'm gonna do that, except it's gonna be me and the dogs. Like, I'm just gonna get a
Hmm.
plate and sit on the couch with the dogs. Like, don't worry about me. I'm fine. It's just let me hang out with the dogs. All right, let's look at this. Sorry. Squirrel trails have been had. So now we're gonna look at more jewels.
I
Okay,
don't like how it's so mismatchy. Like,
let's zoom in. I don't know. Okay, I don't like it not being a pattern.
right.
So I don't like that this is like this is a shape.
Yep. Those
And
two are
then
sets. The next two are sets. And then the last three are just thrown on.
wait, those aren't the same though. Look,
No, they're
that's
not.
a
Oh, no.
so
Shit.
so we've got a
So you
set
got,
here.
yeah.
So we've got a set that's like diagonal here. Then you've got this like eye-shaped stone here, a
Hmm.
teardrop shaped stone on the opposite side, a circle, and down at the very bottom we have the I don't know what this is, and this is a knockoff of what is that brand?
The
It's some
clover.
it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's like the really expensive it's really pricey. It's like a luxury brand.
This reminds me, did you ever see Kato Driscoll's like giant charm necklace?
I did. I
That's what this
did.
reminds me of.
Yes, and the thing about those like
Hmm.
the like her necklace for live chat, and so you guys know all of the charms. So she has a necklace that was a BP necklace that came from like a collection of some kind. Yes, Van Cleef, that's who it is.
Hmm.
Um Kate has taken charms off of stacks, which you get one charm per stack, and it's like what, 30-40 bucks.
Hmm.
So each charm multiply that by $40
Yep.
and
She has multiple necklaces, bracelets, and even put them on her boots.
mhm,
I can't I can't believe I said that. She put bomb party charms on her boots.
on her Doc Martin boots.
Yep. I mean, kudos to her for having Doc Martens,
I love
but
Doc Martens. Yeah.
hmm.
Yeah. It's just it is not cute. It's not a good look in my opinion.
Yeah.
Razzle dazzle jewelry hoarding situation.
Okay, so Becca said, wait, she is breaking BP stuff and making her own stuff. So she's doing that with her own collection. So, like, once you buy it, you can do whatever the fuck you want. However, I have been seeing other reps making their own stacks. Like
Mhm.
with so Jane, for example, she's making her own like stacks and stuff. She'll have like a bunch of bracelets and then make her own like 3, 4, 5. And it makes me wonder if that's going against company policy because it's technically revealed.
Well, they could get around it by gifting,
No, like
but if
she's
she's
actually selling
selling
them.
yeah, see that's nope,
Hmm.
that's a no-no in BP world. There is
Yeah.
no
Yeah. Like people are breaking up like the studs, the Simply studs into like
yes.
individual pairs. People are breaking up the bracelets to make their own stacks. It's like, from the consumer side, I get it, but
Mhm.
from the business side, that's not kosher, you know?
It's not. And like but again, we're starting to see a lot of reps doing what they want. You know, the
Hey, Dish, how
destashers
are
and
ya?
well, hello. It's altered and revealed, so it's a reportable offense. Yes. The thing
Mhm.
is though with BP that we've learned about BP and their compliance, they don't
They don't care.
compliance doesn't live here.
No, and
She's never even been hired.
It'll be interesting to see if um, we get more compliance issues if TikTok does get banned because TikTok lives are not saved,
Mhm,
but Facebook and Instagram are. So that would be a very easy way to just be like, "Hey, BP,"
mhm,
but it also depends on if they care or not too.
mhm.
So,
And I think that, in my opinion, I think the person who does compliance is someone related to Lillian and Bella.
mhm, I wouldn't
So
doubt it, in my opinion.
we see a lot of that. So here's our another January necklace. I like to call this centerpiece here in this the Jeep grill because it reminds me of a Jeep grill.
It does.
And like there's just so many things wrong with this.
Liz said, "Compliance is shopping for nice jewelry at Claire's." Funny you say that. We just did a video
We
where
did.
a bomb party rep was comparing Claire's jewelry to bomb party jewelry, and there was no comparison. So, yeah, that is really funny that you said that. They get the whole like this looks like Claire's jewelry thing all the time, and yeah, the rep was just sick of hearing it, but she could not, for the life of her, get a good comparison.
You know who did this. And she's very
Mhm.
proud. She's very proud that she's making money off of this. But
It
like,
makes me wonder if she's using AI to generate some of these things because, like, I was fooling around with the AI on Canva, and I got some pieces that were pretty damn close to bomb parties,
mhm.
Like, obviously, a conspiracy theory, but it's like, yeah, we'll give credit where it's due. But, yeah, it just
I'm
reminds
gonna
me of AI art.
I'm gonna look up iced Vovos now because now I'm curious. But okay, where do you wear this style of a necklace?
Yeah, I'm gonna wear
This
that going grocery shopping in my pajamas.
it's the silence for me. Like, where are you gonna wear this? Like, who? And then they say things like the reps always say things like, "Well, you can gift it." Who do I don't hate anybody enough to gift that to someone. Like,
No. Like, if I got a revealed piece of jewelry and I don't like it, why would I pawn that off on somebody else? Unless they specifically tell me, "Hey, I like that piece of jewelry."
BP may be white elephant, like a really bad like white elephant, but that's about it. Yes. To put on the shelf
Mhm.
like jewels. And these reps display so many pieces, hundreds and hundreds of pieces. And like
Yeah.
I know what you're not getting for Christmas.
No.
Um, I do okay, so I wanna hop back. If you guys have been here since the beginning, I'm apologizing. I wanna show one thing because I have there since there are 39 people in here, something that we talked about earlier. Let me because I think y'all are gonna find this interesting.
Becca said, I'm sorry, I lost it. I'm sorry. Amy said, "I think I'm pretty glad that I don't have friends that are into BP. You are lucky, my friend.
Mhm.
I was gifted some BP and I'm still not happy about it."
Okay. So this is a diamond rep. And again, if you're seeing this again, I'm going to talk about it for like 2 minutes and then we're going to move back on to January. But this is a this is inventory that is in a diamond reps possession. So you can go on any reps website and put stuff in the cart to see if they have it in stock. So this rep has 400 and odd number of both the simply studs, the luxe layers, and the elevated fall stack. So you see the subtotal is $128,000, 499, 128, 499, 35. Okay, I did some quick math and just based on previous and past collections. On the low end, the commission on this, I'm going to do a low end and a high end. If they sold everything on this page, On the low end, it's $6,525. And on the high end, it's $13,050. So you can see the reps are not making money on the sales. They're making money on their team. So, it's this is and I want to keep showing this like over and over so people will see this is a diamond rep. She has a lot of people on her team. She has a huge downline, multiple downlines, sidelines, I'm sure, but she has $130,000 in inventory. And if she sold that, she would be lucky and on the high side to make, what did I say? $13,000. And that's like, what is that? Like that's
Oh, I got you. You ready for this? So I just did the math. And on the high end, let's say we're rounding to like the 13,000,
mhm.
that is 0.1%. So you're not even getting 1% of commission. You're getting 0.1% commission on this.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That is
And
terrible.
that's on the high end.
Yeah.
So it would be the 128,000 so it'd be like 130,000 and it would subtract whatever their commission was. So if it was the 130 minus 13,000, then it would you would see, what is that? 13,000 minus 130, that's 117,000. So they would pay 117,000 and they would make 13,000.
Yeah. That is not worth it
Yeah.
at all. And a lot of these people, especially like the higher up you are, the more like freebies and giveaways you do. So
Mhm.
it just financially does not make sense. There's a financial advisor on TikTok. I forgot his name, but he goes like hard at people of like, stop spending your money on dumb shit. I want a bomb party rep to go on that show. Like,
Mhm.
please. Even an MLM, it doesn't have to be a mob party. Bonus points if it is. But Caleb, yes. Caleb is awesome. I love him. Um, he guilted me into like saving, But yeah, I just want to see him like break down the numbers in front of a rep,
Mhm. Because like I said, I have not done the research to see exactly what the profit is per piece. I just did a low of $5 per piece, a high of $10 per piece, because that's kind of fallen in line of what, um, of what they've done in the past. It blows my mind that $130,000 in inventory and all you're getting paid is 13,000. Like, I'm sorry. I don't like those odds. And
No.
that's if you sell all of that inventory. That's not sitting on inventory. This rep would have to sell everything that they have to make $13,000 on the high side. Not
Hmm.
guaranteed.
Becca said, I think he had a former MLMer on a show, told her to stop joining MLMs. I love that. I'm going to have to find that video now.
Liz said, seriously, I made more per week than when I was on unemployment for 4 months and I made pennies on the dollar of my corporate job I'm supposed to hate. Yeah. The
Hmm.
likelihood of them selling it all is very, very slim. Correct.
Yeah, I feel like if you're buying that much inventory and like you saw like 400 pieces, at that point, you're not selling it to customers. You're up to repping that shit.
Mm-hmm. Did we see these? Did we see these? Let's see. Ooh, nope. I haven't seen those yet.
Nope. At least we're looking at a redstone. I know the bar is on the floor here, but at least it's red.
And there's an added bonus to this. You can probably take the little dangle pieces off.
Yeah.
It's Sunny level of so
Mhm,
imagine we've looked at Sunny, we've, DC has shown Sunny and we've watched her different times.
mhm,
Imagine the dollar value of the inventory that she has,
mhm.
because she's got, I mean, the whole big shelves behind her. How very square.
Well, my thing is too, like, if you
Those are-
remove the charms on the earrings, there's nothing on the hoops that are like, these are
no.
January. So why wouldn't you put garnets on the instead of the cubic
Mhm.
zirconias on the outside of the hoops?
That was probably too much money. That probably cost money, extra money to make them
Like they're
different.
using real garnets.
Well, you're asking for a colored stone and you're
Yeah.
yikes. All right, let's see what other pictures we've got here. Oh. Mm. I don't have a good poker face, so unless I'm like real mad, and BP doesn't make me that mad. Ugh, ugh. Like, what are these hearts that she's like? This is now obviously, and we have another removable charm earring that means absolutely nothing because it doesn't show garnet anywhere except that middle stone.
Mhm.
Yep. Becca said, is red resin more expensive than clear? I guess in the BP world it is.
Yes, Becca said 1996 sales. That it looks like that corporate, like, if I get a heart necklace for Christmas one more time,
Mhm.
I'm going to scream kind of thing, you know?
Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Mall jeweler. It's
Mhm.
mall jewelry.
Oh, speaking of mall jewelry, I get ads for Kay's Jewelers on Facebook. Why?
Mhm.
I don't know. Probably because I click on them and I don't know what Kay's is doing, but they're going down the bomb party route with some of these things.
Really?
Oh, I'm gonna have to send you some pictures. We should
Yes.
play like Bomb Party or K Jewelry.
Yes. We should do that on our New Year's. Like, we have to do an end of the year stream. The
We gotta
Trio of
plan
Terror
that
in
because that's coming
DC.
up.
Yes. I do. Liz said, I donated my Zales heart to Goodwill.
Called it.
All right, let me pull up the other pictures and see what we haven't looked at yet. It's just bad. It's just bad, bad.
Mhm. Yeah, Lisa said K's is so bad now. Yeah, it is
What is
terrible.
which one has there's one that has like a Disney collection. Which one is that?
That's also K.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're gonna look at this too, because we're gonna come back to that. Woof. Okay, here's a couple more. Let's look at a ring. Let's look at a ring. Let's zoom in.
It looks like a blood blister. Like, you know, when you get like a pool of blood
Mhm.
and yeah.
Mhm. It's not cute, in my opinion. Do I have to? Apparently so. The only time Lillian will ever wear BP, correct?
Yep.
DC is losing her mind in the chat.
Uh-huh.
If you have eyes, this isn't cute. No. Becca said, my head tilt with this one. I'm confuzzled.
Mhm.
I don't
What's sad is
Again,
this is not the worst.
no, it's not. But why does everything have to have a space in it? Like a gap?
Right? Oh,
Like, why have this
she
gap?
loves the gaps at this point. Like,
Okay,
you
and
saw the
let's
one that had
oh,
the stone that looks like it was cut in half?
yes.
Mhm.
So this is her engagement wing and engagement ring and her wedding band. This is this I apparently from what I've understood from people saying is a ring that came from an antique store in Paris. This is
Mhm.
not BP jewelry,
No.
but
And to give her credit, it's a beautiful engagement ring.
it is beautiful. I love that ring. I like this ring because it looks vintage and it looks like it has age to it and it's a looks like a quality piece of jewelry. This is not it.
Mhm.
This is not it. It's just not it.
No.
Oh, let's look at the earring cousin of the one that had the missing stone. Because you know what? Uniqueness is not something that we know.
So my brain went on a squirrel trail. I apologize. Oh, these are terrible. We'll get to those in a second. Um, but yeah, let me see if you can see it. You see
Hold on.
that?
Let me pull this off. So let me make you bigger.
With the fire opal and everything? That's from K.
That looks like BP.
I told you. And that's just one of the first ones I found. So, oh, I'll go down a rabbit hole for you later. It'll be my pleasure.
Hey, Cal.
Hey, Cal, how are
Okay.
you? Yeah,
Okay.
Lisa
Here's
said that is a
our.
BP ripoff. I think
Mm-hmm.
BP ripped it off of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're both bad, but okay. Tell me this doesn't look cheap.
So
Tell me
BP,
those
if
stones don't look cheap.
hold on, hold on. They okay. I've never noticed this before because I've never had this view before. So
Mhm.
okay, we're looking down. Stop. Top stones. Top stones. Top stones. Top stones. What is this?
So, you know how they have
Why?
them on the inside? They don't
Yeah.
put them on the bottom.
This looks so bad.
Yeah.
Like, why would you not at least just put like stones? You don't have to put another like you know what I'm saying? Like, at
Mhm.
least put stones down till it gets to like the bottom part where you don't see it anymore. Because yeah, once you see the inside, like if you're looking at it, you see this like shine coming through. So yeah, you see this, but this I
Mhm.
don't this is a bad decision in my opinion. This is like okay, yeah, if you're up in if you're that close to my ears and you're looking at my earrings, there's probably something wrong,
Mhm.
but I don't like this at all. This is
It looks
just
like, remember those bracelets from like the early 2000s that were charm bracelets, but you had to like pull them apart and like snap them together and they pinched
yes.
your arm hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Chelsea, it's giving we got to save money somewhere.
Mhm. Yeah, that is just straight up orange, by the way.
Mhm. But BP does it different. BP does it different.
Okay, my life motto is different does not equal bad, you know? However, I now have an exception to the rule.
Ugh. Okay. Dang it. Make this smaller. There's so many pictures.
Reddit came through for me last night.
What is this? What is this? What is this?
It's I can't even begin to describe it. Like, it's like a class ring, but you missed a payment, so they took a couple chunks out of it.
Mhm. It looks like a belt in the middle with a belt buckle.
Mhm. Anytime I see, like, a buckle like that, I get reminded of, like, pilgrim shoes because 'cause I'm from New England, and I've been on, like, so many, like, trips of, like, "Oh, come
Mm.
see how the settlers, did things."
Mhm.
And yeah, just shoe buckle.
Yes. It looks like a see? It's a to me, it looks like a
It
belt.
does look like a wrestling belt. That's a good way to put it.
It is. It is. I'm sorry, I was looking at her. I'm being nosy and looking at Lillian's actual wedding set.
I was looking at the comment.
When will you make sizes past 11 in rings?
Mhm. Yeah,
Not the
because on their new website, they now have the options for 12 and 13, but they're all grayed out. So we might be
Oh.
seeing bigger sizes, but we have no confirmation.
Mhm. They made bigger sizes in the men's rings, but even I think Wolfie even said he's not buying them until they redesign them.
Yeah.
Be they just had so many issues. Every collection has so many issues though.
Mhm.
I saw one open a ring open today. Was it a ring? Was it earrings? I don't remember. And instead of saying the something something whatever it was, it said he, a capital H E. And the rep was like, I don't even know what this says. And I'm just like, they just did not do the label right. Like, so this is an interesting question. Lisa asked, how are we thinking tariffs are going to affect prices? I think they'll go up for sure. I'm curious to see if how long BP will stay a MLM or if they will go into an affiliate model. Um, that's I don't know why. I just have a feeling that at some point, like Lillian's going to want to make more money, and being an affiliate is how she's going to do that. And she's
Mhm.
going to be able to get more money and still charge the same prices that she is, or
Yeah.
even more for them.
Yeah, because these pieces are made in China. Like their factory is in China. So
Mhm.
they will get affected if that goes into effect.
Yeah, and I know based on the import records that I saw, it's like China, something I saw from Korea, which was interesting, and then maybe Taiwan. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. But the majority of their pieces do come from China.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at some others. Let's see what else I got up here. Show did we show these? Did I just oh no, that's the one I just showed. Okay, so let me pull some other ones real quick. I can't remember what we've looked. Oh, okay, didn't look at that one. I need to like cover my face. I can't. Like I'm like I can't. I can't. They're bad. This is so bad. Oh, let's look at this. This is a graphic, a marketing graphic, a ring marketing graphic. Okay, so here's another one of the January birthday collection graphics for the rings. Okay. The question that I continually have with BP every time we see a marketing image is, why do we have pieces like this that we don't see the face of the ring. I don't know
Mhm.
what that looks like. I don't I know what this ring looks like cuz I've seen it, but what does this look like? I have no idea. How am I supposed to know what any of this looks? I mean, okay, yeah, but like how are you supposed to know if they don't have a front facing, like if you're not looking at the image and it's
Mhm.
not face like head on?
And like I said, these are marketing images. So these are the better of the collection. Just
Mhm.
keep that in mind. I cannot wait to see what gets revealed this week. I know some reps are getting them Tuesday, some are Wednesday.
Mhm.
Um, so
Reps that
yeah.
pre-ordered like, so there's two different pre-order situations. There's one where reps pre-order months, like 6 8 months in advance. They have no
Mhm.
idea what they're pre-ordering, well, other than like the month and the stone, obviously the birth, like the stone that is going to be. And they just have to blindly order. And what you get is what you get. Their orders go out first. So there are a lot of people who have pre-ordered. Their orders actually went out today. The rest of the pre-orders launched tonight, this evening. It is now 8 o'clock. So the launch already happened. And the rest of the company or people who didn't pre-order get to order. So the advantage of pre-ordering is you get them first, but you have to put the money up and you don't know what you're ordering essentially. You know quantities, but you don't know what they're going to look like.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Kayla,
Hi,
hey,
Tori.
how are you? Um, Kayla was saying that she forgot to pre-order in January,
Oh.
and she's a big rep,
Mhm.
so she's freaking out a little bit. Um, Lisa said Jules has pre-ordered everything till July.
Wow. Oh, someone probably yes.
Yes.
Liz said, "How can they sell this stuff if they let you get a good look at it?" I have no idea. Yes.
That is why this is an evil genius corporation. Like, I don't like giving Lillian credit, but it is fucking genius because there's a no return policy.
Mhm.
You know, you get what you get. If you don't like it, give it to someone else.
Yep. Once it's been opened, there is no returns. If
Nope.
they I mean, I've seen reps make mistakes and they haven't opened the foil and they because they haven't opened the foil, they can kind of do a little bit of damage control and try to fix the situation. But once a ring's been opened and once they've opened that foil, it's done. Either the rep pays for it or the customer has already paid for it. Like,
Speaking of that, I voice messaged you this situation, but I think it's good to share. So I was watching a rep the other night, and he opened three necklaces when they were supposed to be earrings, or vice versa. I
mhm,
can't remember. But so those three were wrong, right?
mhm,
Now, instead of being like, my bad, like, let me get you the stuff you ordered, he was like, "Oh, you can just go in and reorder it." So she ended up with 3 extra
mhm.
pieces of jewelry that she didn't want because, like, she woulda ordered it the first
Yeah.
time around if she wanted it, you know?
Right. Right.
So, granted, like, the woman did say, like, "Oh, I'll still take it," but I feel like, she was pressured to do so because there were, like, so many.
Mhm. Like, do you go to Target and they misring something up and and then you're just like, "Oh, well, I'll just pay for it. I'll just buy it. I'll just take it." No.
No.
If I'm going somewhere and I'm buying something, I'm buying it because I want to. Like,
Mhm.
don't because somebody else made a mistake, then the customer suffers. I think that's wrong. I think that's to me that's wrong.
Mhm.
And I get that, reps are trying to make money and he was trying to recoup money and he didn't want to eat the cost of those pieces of jewelry, but
That's what you gotta do in business. Like,
yep.
You're
Yep.
gonna make mistakes, normal businesses have returns,
Mhm.
shit happens, and this is why you
Yep.
gotta be prepared for that.
And some returns are shitty people who, in my opinion, who do shitty things and return products that shouldn't return them. Yeah, but in this situation, and like, you don't have a choice. There
Right.
is no choice. It's either you get this piece of jewelry that you purchased, or like a lot of people, if they don't like something, they just give it away. They just love it away. It's just, okay, well, give it to somebody. If you're, I'm sorry, I have never once been in a store, in a Target, in a, any store where someone has bought something. You know what? Let's step it up just a little bit. I have never in my life gone into a Nordstrom and someone is in line purchasing something, and I walk up and they're like, "Oh, I don't want it. Just give it to somebody." That doesn't
Mm.
happen in real life. And I'm not a Nordstrom person. I just like, I think about Nordstrom and I'm like, it's kind of upscale, and they like, I've always had good service when I have been there in the past and stuff, but like, nobody does that. Nobody does
No.
that at Target. Nobody does that at Walmart. Nobody does that at the grocery store. So why are people, I don't understand, why are people online doing this?
And, like, for me, I couldn't imagine going into Sephora and being like, "Oh, you keep the mascara," you know? The only exception is during this time of the year when, the cops are like, fill the cars with toys or toys for tots, things like
Mhm.
that. That's the only time I will go in, purchase something, and give it away
Mhm.
because that's meaningful.
Right.
But to just be like, I spent $40 on the stack and I'm just going to gift it away. Like,
Or it's a duplicate. I already have that.
right. That
Just
sucks even worse.
mhm.
But yeah, that's how Kate got a lot of her charms.
It's wild. It is so, and that is the thing that's like, and you'll see people, and it's not, sometimes it's not just one or two. Sometimes it's five, six, seven pieces that they're just like, just love it away.
Mhm.
The
Lena.
Lena, yes. The the whole kind of environment around BP and the way that it operates and the way that the reps operate and the way that the customers operate is so vastly different to me than any other MLM or any other, like, in Scentsy, no customer, well, that's a whole, we did a donation thing, a donation drive with Scentsy Buddies, which is shady and gross. I know. I've been there. I did it. I know it's gross. We did give those to children. And I mean, I had dropped them off at the places that we donated them. So I know they were going to children. Is it gross? Is it icky? Yes, it is. But this is completely different. This is just, hey, Wendy, if you're a rep and I'm just gonna spend $100 with you, but I don't like anything that I purchased, just keep it all. Keep the money, keep the jewelry, just keep it all. That doesn't happen. That's
Mm-mm.
not a real thing. That doesn't even exist in real life. Why is it a thing now?
It feeds into that parasocial relationship aspect because, when you buy a piece of jewelry, for example, on TikTok, and you're like, you know, I don't really like it, whatever, it's one thing, but shit, I lost my point.
It's okay.
I'm
It's
having a
okay.
day, y'all. I'm sorry.
And
That train left that station.
we're like getting close to our 2 hour point. And so like I know how both of
True.
our brains are at like 2 hours. But yeah, so Lisa said there was someone in Jules's chat who's allergic to gold and rose gold and was getting studs. Jules ended up opening 6 pairs of studs, not pairs, 6 boxes of studs to try to find some without those. And then she switched out the gold for the silver.
For a non-gold, so the person had a non-gold stud, but she only charged the person for
For one.
one.
So she opened 6 boxes and she essentially paid for 5 that she
Mhm.
can gift away, wear, whatever. It continually blows my mind. And maybe because I'm like so hyper aware of like paying bills and being responsible and being an adult and like, it, I don't understand that. The only time I would like I could see buying something and gifting it to a friend who would like it more than I do if I don't need something, but I can't imagine spending, and these people spend money. And when I tell you it's like the regulars spend money, they spend a lot of money. I'm
Mhm.
like I know certain people who buy from certain reps that they spend a lot of money. Like that's they've done it so much that it's like on my radar now. And I know that. But like for what? You're thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I saw one woman, again, Reddit's Reddit, but one woman said she spent $1,000 in a month. $1,000 on BP in a month.
That
Like
is wild.
I w- we're right. What are 2 weeks from Christmas? A week from Christmas? I'm a week behind. A week from Christmas, and people are spending thousands of dollars on BP.
Mhm.
You, I
I also Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
I saw going back to Sunny D, this was in the same live last night, so I don't know if, like, she was having an off day or what, but, somebody bought, like, a bunch of stuff, like 20 items, right? At least, and, there was another BP rep in the chat who ended up, like, following the customer,
Mhm.
and Sunny fucking lost it. She was like, "Don't come in here and follow my big spenders. Like, that's just rude, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, it's the internet. It's gonna fucking happen. Like,
Right.
like you do not own these people. If that
No.
customer wanted to shop with Wolfie one day, are you gonna go into Wolfie's live and be like, how come you're shopping with him?
Mhm.
Like, she is so protective of her customers to the point where it's like, do you own them?
Mhm. Loyalty means nothing. In BP, we see that all loyalty means is that you're offering the lowest discount. Like, yeah, there are BP reps who have built communities. We have a community here. DC has a community. Like, communities are built. Should it be around MLM products? Hell no. But, we have we see these reps that have built these communities, and then the people just continue to buy from them. So it's like, Sunny has, like, on the flip side of that, it's like you have these people who are extremely loyal, and those are the ones who are like gifting. Let's talk about the Bethies and the Lenas. It's, buying, 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 and gifting so much that these reps have so much product to give away. And, from what I allegedly, Bethy gifts jewelry to her mods. Mods don't get paid. So, they're winning out on it. But to me, it's still a broken system that has a broken compensation model that is taking advantage of people, and the people at the top are making the most money, and they're not making money because they're selling product. We saw that earlier tonight. They're making their money because they have a team of people who is buying and selling products, specifically buying.
Mhm.
Is it Yes. Amy said, is it protective or possessive?
Oh, yeah.
And Lisa said no rep owns customers. I didn't own customers. It was like I had customers who were super loyal to me, who were like, one of my best friends was probably one of my best customers. But if she bought from someone else, I wasn't like, we're not friends because you bought from someone else. If she was at a fair and found some and something she wanted, I wasn't offended because she bought something she wanted. Like, I don't
Right.
tell people how to spend their money. I may have commentary on how they're spending their money, especially on BP, but it's not I don't judge people on how they're spending their money. Like, spend your money wherever you want. And if you find something that you can get that I can't provide for you, go ahead.
Right. Because at the end of the day, like, as a salesperson, I want to make sure that the customer gets what they need. it doesn't matter at the end of the day if it's my product or somebody else's, as long
Mhm.
as the customer gets what they want. So it just drives me wild how the oh dear God.
But then it's, they to the customers don't always get what they want, but then the reps are like,
Mhm.
"Do you like it? Do you love it?" "No, I hate
No.
it. It's awful. It's ugly. I will
Oh,
never wear it."
oh, just cut the necklace. Oh, just take
Yes.
the charms off.
Just
Like
sorry, this one didn't come with a warning. Yes. Cal said, "I cannot imagine yelling at my coworkers for talking to my consultancy client and to try and get an in or even just looking at the company." Exactly.
Yeah.
It's, in the world outside of MLM, people are going to do whatever they're going to do. But it's so cutthroat. It's
Mhm.
so you have to be selling something at a lower price or you have to have something that nobody else has. Sorry, I got to put my shoes on. My feet are cold.
You're good.
You have to have something that nobody else has. You have to have a collection that nobody else has. You have to have the newest of the new OGs, or you have to have, um, what was it? Jewel candy, or it's like you have to have something that draws people in, that makes them want to buy, to make them come and buy from you. So today there's a rep. Her name is Veta. She has,
Mhm.
I would say she's a public figure. She's got, I'm almost
Yeah, she
positive
is at
she's
this
got,
point.
um, and today was her 1 year anniversary with BP.
Mhm.
And the game that she was playing was it was a coach bag, a Stanley in the coach bag, and I think there was something else.
A gift card.
A gift card. So what she was doing was she had it set up where the last person who ordered is going to get the bag.
Mhm.
So, and I kind of explained this if you saw Clown Town and Tish's live, I kind of explained it and I can explain it a little bit better now. So if I'm the rep and I'm selling whatever, and Wendy orders from me, right? She places an order and she's the last one that's ordered. So a timer gets set for typically 5 or 10 minutes. And if nobody orders between in that 10 minutes, Wendy gets the bag. But if somebody goes in and orders, then they are the last person in the line. So they are the one that gets the bag. So it's kind
Mhm.
of it's this incentive of like, you want to be the last person to order so that you can get the prize.
DC.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised? But that's how these people, it's to keep people ordering, and they
Mhm.
will pick the prizes that are worth high dollar. I know a rep did jewel candy. Different reps have done like super hard to find pieces or super hard to find collections. And then it's a situation of, well, you want this Stanley Cup that is discontinued and you can't order it anymore. Well, I have it. You just have to be the last person to order.
And that feeds into the whole like overconsumption thing because if you're destined to get that like prize at the end, you'll put in multiple orders and then there's
Mhm,
free ship codes.
mhm,
So somebody can go in, buy an OG ring for 20 bucks and then just keep doing that until they get
mhm.
what they want. At that point, just buy the fucking Stanley.
Right. Just buy the thing that you want. Like, but that's lately how what the thing that I have seen a lot of reps doing. It's the last one um to do it. And I've seen reps stay on 10, 12 hours playing this game. It's
Uh-huh.
like, but a lot of times it's like, it's an order here and an order there and an order here and an order there. And they're just kind of sitting there and they're opening orders and doing something. And this, exactly, Amy, it sounds
Mhm.
exhausting. and it's not a continuous flow. It's just like a lot of them spending time talking and explaining and showing the item and what they're giving away and what the item is. And it's like, oh, this Coach bag, and there's a Stanley and a gift card. And it's, you know, and even, yep. And Cal said
Mhm,
people are so desperate for that dopamine rush of winning something.
mhm,
And it's, how much money are they spending to get the Coach bag and the Stanley?
mhm.
And I get that it's exciting for reps to do, giveaways and do stuff, but not every rep can do that.
Mhm.
And by doing that, I don't want to say forcing, because everyone has, that's purchasing, I would like to think, has free will. But it's kind of incentivizing people in a really yucky way.
Yeah. Also, going back to going live for, like, hours and hours and hours, I think I was talking to Tish about this when we streamed the other night, but, Wolfie was talking about how, um, it's a part-time job for him, but then he, in the next breath, said he does it, like, 80 hours a week. How is that a part-time job, sir? And also, how is that a part-time
Mhm.
job when you have a full-time job on top of that? Like, hi, Lushy, missed ya. But yeah, like, sir, how are you, like, surviving? Like, you're not
Mhm.
living life if you go to work, come home, go live. Like, you need to have some kind of break somewhere.
Right. Right. But it's, so if a rep has, it's not just going live for 5, 8, 10, 12 hours, right? It's
32.
32. I can't even imagine. It's, think about all the things that go in after the fact, right? So all of the jewelry has to be put in, all the rings have to go in some sort of box or container. Then you have to put all of that stuff in, in the packaging. Then you have to label it. A lot of reps throw in the giveaways, and then, it's printing the labels and putting them on. And shipping is a lot of work if you've never done it in large volumes like that. And then it's like keeping everything straight. And then there are some reps who keep people's bags open so people can order multiple times within a certain time frame, if it's a week or a few days or a weekend or whatever.
Mhm,
And that's even more work. I don't want a bunch of people's stuff hanging out in my office. Like, I and a lot of people have it organized and it's great and it works for them or whatever, and customers love it because they're not paying shipping again. But it is a lot of work. And it's
mhm,
not just like, I don't know if people think about that from the perspective of like, you don't just sign up and go live and sell things. You go live and you sell things, and sometimes you sit for hours and you talk to people and it's exhausting. And then you have to package everything up, and then you have to do customer service, because people right now, if you have ordered anything USPS, if you're in the States, USPS is, it takes them a little bit longer right now. We're on the holidays. I'm sure it's like that for other carriers and things too. But, people like, where's my order? I don't have my ring. I placed the order. Here's my tracking number. I don't have my tracking number. So they're playing customer service. And a
mhm,
lot of times too, customers are doing that when they're on live. And it's like their rep is on live and they haven't gotten their ring. So they're asking. And I can tell you right now, if one of y'all was like, "Where's my package?" I'd be like, Send me an email." I can't do anything about it when I'm on live. Like, I'm not
right,
going to stop the live right now. And a lot of reps have gotten to the point where it's like, "Send me an email. My email is in the, in the link in the bio, or in the
mhm,
bio. Send me an email." But some people don't. It's like they want them to stop what they're doing. And I think that's the part of the peopling to me that's like, I don't want to people that much. I don't want to
mhm,
deal with other people. I don't want to deal with other people's problems. I'm okay with not doing that, but
mhm,
that's just part of the business. And I don't know that people who are being recruited are always told all of that too. It's just,
mhm. And then
yes.
you also see, Kaylin, for example, like, every live, she has issues with her back of house. Like, oh, the system oversold
Mhm,
me. The system oversold me. The system oversold me. And now the comments are starting to get pissed off at her. Like, this happens every time. Like, what's going on?
mhm. Yep. And not because not everybody has that issue. Some
Hmm.
people do, and there are system issues, but sometimes they don't. And this is interesting. There was a system update. I don't know if you saw this, but
Hmm.
there's now a system update, and there was an update that once a party is closed, the party is closed. So
Yep.
before they had it where if a rep had a party open, so let's say I have a party open and it's supposed to close at 8:30. It's 8:33 Central.
Hmm.
And Wendy's like, "Oh man, I really want to order." I can say, "Oh wait, hold on. Let me go reorder open the party for you. You can go in, you can order. It's fine." Like I can like they used to be able to modify the times. They can't do that anymore.
Nope.
So it's when they close their party is closed. The other thing that happens is they do what's called mystery hostess. So once they hit a certain level of like rewards and their party hits a certain threshold, they get so many free and half price items. The issue with that is when a customer or when whoever wins the mystery hostess has a specific amount of time. I think it's like 5 to 7 days. If they don't respond to that email that has the link to complete it, now with this new change in their back office, the reps don't have the opportunity to go back and open that party and give that mystery hostess reward or give that like all of those rewards to someone else. It's just done. It's gone. There is no like they don't get to redo it. And I think that's very interesting that they have made that change. And I'm very curious as to why they don't allow people to go in now and make those changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lisa says, I don't want to support an MLM, but I really want to help some of these reps organize. Yeah. They're
Hmm.
they're not they're not very organized. And I even see some reps who are very adamant about their inventory and they're like, my system says I have 4, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to say that I have 4 because I don't
Hmm.
know what orders are there and their system doesn't take it out of inventory if there are orders waiting.
Right.
It's I it's just they didn't take anything out of the box. They custom built something and if you've ever been and worked with tech, you know that things that are custom built can also be glitchy and have problems.
Yeah. And like, it makes me wonder, like, I love that. Um,
Yeah.
it makes me wonder, like, if, oh no, don't lose my train of thought again. Um,
I'm the one
remind
this
me what
time
you were
who's
talking about.
like I'm the one who's like, "Let's go. My brain is working today."
I know, and mine
Uh,
is like, nah, tap out, tap out.
um okay, so DC said, like, it's too much of a hassle when we were doing 100,000 SKUs and not being able to close things out. Maybe too much of a headache for Lillian and staff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, I
I
remember what I was gonna
oh,
say. Sorry, before that
okay.
train goes again. So, it makes me wonder, like, because I was watching Wolfie the other night, and, like, I watch a lot of reps, you watch a lot of reps.
Mhm.
Taking Kaylin out of the equation, how many times do you see the other reps have inventory issues? Like, Wolfie had one the other night.
Mhm.
That's, fine, whatever. But it's consistent for Caitlin. So I don't know if she just doesn't know how to count or if she doesn't know how to update her inventory or what, but like it is just constant.
Or could it be a situation where she doesn't count her inventory that comes in? She just
She swears she
trusts.
does, but I don't think so.
I mean, I've seen Wolfie talk about counting inventory. I've seen Mother Mary talk about counting inventory. I think I've even seen Mother Mary counting inventory on a live, like she
Oh
got a
yeah.
box.
Yep.
And seasoned reps are gonna say, count your inventory every time.
Yep.
E I think that I well, here's what the other what would piss me off more than anything is not being issued a refund, because Kaylin doesn't issue refunds when she oversells. It's, "Oh, well, let's just find something else for you." I don't want something else. I want what I've ordered.
Mhm.
And if you can't get me what I ordered, I want a refund. It's that
No,
easy.
you know what she does? So she goes through the list of, like, replacements first. Then, at the end, she says, "Or I could call corporate and issue you a refund." Ma'am, you have the power in your back office to just refund her. Why do you
Mhm.
need to call corporate? So, it's just her way of, like, making it harder for the customer to get their money back.
I don't like that. I think
No.
that's but I think there are enough people now that know, but also if people are buying from Kaylin, order at your own risk. Like,
Yeah.
that's where it's at.
If you even can, like, her party is open for, like, 10 minutes, and she gets, like, 70 orders from it. It's wild.
Here's our here's the Lillian wearing the necklace. Wait. Okay, it's got even number, but it's I don't like that it's not a pattern that is symmetrical,
Right.
but we already saw that one, so I just thought I would show y'all. In case y'all don't know what Lillian looks like, this is her.
Mhm.
Um, I'm just going back through the comments. Yes. Cal said, in my honest opinion, she probably inputs the amount she ordered and not checks if she got it all. I wouldn't
Mhm.
be surprised.
Yeah.
She's also the one who will she doesn't stream, but she, like, records video while she's driving and then posts it on TikTok and her stories to talk about when she's going live. So, she's one of those.
Mhm. She also has an assistant too, so maybe it's the assistant that's just not updating it right.
It could be. Lindsay said, "It's an even number of charms, but the obvious center one is then gonna be off center." So, I just I don't I don't like it. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't like it.
Mm-mm.
It mm-mm. It's a no for me.
It was like, "Here, we have 10 choices of charms. Which one would you like?" "Yes."
Oh, here we go. Here's a hubcap ring to go with our hubcap earrings.
Yep, and it comes in a necklace too.
It's not good. It looks like a steering wheel.
It does. Like, where's the airbag?
That's the red part is the airbag once you hit your face on it because the airbag didn't deploy right.
Right.
So this is the blood that from your nose that is impacted with the steering wheel. Amy said it's worse the longer you look. It does.
Mhm,
It just it it is not good in my opinion. It is not good. I wouldn't pay money for this.
mhm.
Put your hands on 10 and 2. Safety first,
Versus
design last. DC wins.
Okay, that is Bomb Party's new motto. Just safety
Safety
first,
first,
design
design
last.
last. Yep. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Like, I wouldn't wear this. I would never
Mm.
wear this.
Like, I already have big fingers. I don't need them to look even bigger.
No, I think you and I have about the same size, like size 10,
Mhm.
11. And
Yep.
like I already have big hands and big fingers. And like anytime a ring is like tight and like squishes my fingers, it's like I know I have big hands. I don't need a ring to like squish my flesh to make me know that.
The double band right there is going to do that on me, like,
Mhm.
100%, you
Mhm.
know?
And this
Just
doesn't
like they used to say, like, looking like a busted can of biscuits.
Yup. And like this doesn't look like a very strong secure point to me.
No.
Yes, Tish said, "The sides look so weak they would break." Yeah.
Mhm.
Megan said, "Okay, I think all bomb party jewelry is gaudy, but this is gaudy gaudy." It is.
Mhm.
The hug your squish never wanted. Cal said, "With their
True.
I couldn't say safety first is anywhere in there." No.
Oh, Veta had a Fizzcano earlier, and you could see the vapors coming up, and it was thick. It was so thick. I'm like, if you're breathing that in, day out, you're gonna do lung damage to yourself.
I'm telling you, man, these reps talk about them being, having lung issues and not, the cough and all that stuff.
Mhm.
The, Disney mom, she doesn't fizz in like she doesn't fit her fizz bowl is like back here because
Yeah,
she has she says she has breathing issues and nope.
not good. Um, I think it was Jules that, was dumping out her water, and she was like, "This is why I don't dump it down the drain," and took, like, a napkin and, like, scooped out, like, all the gunk, and it was, like, sandy mud,
Yes,
and
yes.
people do dump that down the drain.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard reps say that. I've heard reps say it because they don't own where they live, like they don't own their home or they're in an apartment or whatever, they just dump it down the sink. It's not theirs to worry about. Are you
No, you can still
fucking
be
kidding
responsible.
me?
If you are a tenant and you are doing damage to your own property, you can be liable for that. Doesn't matter if you own it or not.
Yes. Oh, Jen Lopez was just sick for 3 weeks. She said it was long vid and didn't believe the urgent care doctor that was a sinus infection.
Oof.
Um, Long vid is not 3 weeks. It's like anyway, I'm not gonna argue about I'm not arguing with you, Lisa. I'm just saying, tell me
Mm.
another Fizz and Fiesta. I just saw your comment about the candy. It took
Yep,
me a minute.
yep.
Yes, Kristen, just pollute the groundwater and the waterways. Who cares?
Mhm.
So here's our last necklace that we're gonna look at. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. The pollen is so bad right now. I
Oh,
hate winter pollen.
I have year-round allergies. I'm not the lucky ones with just seasonal allergies. Like, I have all 4 seasons things.
Mhm.
I collected them all.
Okay, let's break this down a little bit. Does this look like a big like a like one CZ right here to you? Because it kind of looks like let me back out just a tiny bit. It kind of looks like this is like a singular CZ. But
Yeah, I think it's 1.
I think so too. But
It's just the light's shining weird on it.
it's it's just not good. It's
Mm-mm.
not good. Is it a heart? Is it a like where what shape is this? Because don't hearts usually have a like this part. This like
It's a medieval torture cage.
It's a keychain. It's a keychain.
It does look like a keychain.
Stop. Ma'am. This is why we're friends.
Uh-huh.
Just kidding.
Dude, imagine all 4 of us in the same room together,
Oh, I
like,
know.
the terror we would have.
Mhm. That big one connected to the chain. Mhm. Mhm. The
Mhm.
connector is different to me too. Like, I don't like this. It just doesn't this doesn't like it's not it doesn't flow well for me. It's a no for me. I don't like this. I don't know why it makes me almost borderline irrationally angry. I don't like it.
Mhm. Awful.
Come on, Tish.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Oh god.
oh no.
Is this gonna be the BDSM collection? I feel like this is gonna be that.
It's gonna be the like, mm-mm, no. Not even good. Not even if
No.
you're gonna do a collection like that, at least do something with some, like, good chains and spikes and not this.
I feel like you need to have one focal point, and Lillian is just like, why limit yourself to one? Like, here's all of these things. Here's another necklace with like a giant chain plus a gaudy thing. It's like, simmer down. You don't need to put all the jewels in one place. You don't need to put all the chain links in one place, you know? Like, you can spread them out. You'd probably save a little money.
Also, how much do you wanna bet this chain is gonna turn your neck immediately?
Oh, 100%. 100%, in my
This
opinion.
this is true. Cal says the MLM sphere is full of Mormons, they're not gonna do a BDSM collection. They're not. No. Amy said they don't know what a good chain is. They don't. I've
No.
had jewelry that's like costume jewelry that has a chain similar to this and legit, like, I'm also a warm-natured person, and so, like, I tend to sweat around my neck, and, like, if it's
Mhm.
hot, that's the first place that gets, like,
Yeah.
hot and sweaty, sticky, and, like, I can just, like, I can see right now in my mind's eye the green, like, tinge around my neck if I wore that.
Yeah.
It's it's just not good.
I heard another rep last night say, "Oh, it's the whole, like, low iron thing." I'm like, "No, it is not. It is not low iron."
Mm-mm.
Like,
It's not
tell
low.
me, somebody who's on iron supplements, been on iron supplements for a while now, you're gonna tell me I have low iron?
Right.
Oh,
It's
it's
just
not the jewelry, it's the skin.
it's
Bullshit.
easier to blame the customer than to take responsibility and make jewelry that's not trash,
Mhm.
in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the January collection because welcome back to BP. So, we've been gone for a minute. Wendy and I are probably gonna start doing BP updates again because we have definitely missed it. I have missed
Mhm.
Wendy's face. I have missed y'all, and uh I think that we need to do this more often because and I think we also are gonna need to cover what happens with BP after January the 19th. So we're
Yeah.
gonna, we'll be doing a couple things before then, uh, but we're definitely gonna be closely monitoring that because I'm very curious to see, um, kind of what's going on with TikTok. I don't know any obviously, I have no inside information. I watched Emily D. Baker today for all the people who came in late. If you don't watch her, she's a great source. She did talk about TikTok and the legal side of things. She did that today, so that was great. I don't have anything coming up. Do you have anything coming up, Wendy?
Yeah, this week I'm gonna record a video. I'm gonna get back into recorded videos again. It's been a while. I found a you're gonna love this, Jen. You're gonna love it.
Oh,
I
no.
found a State of the Union address from Neora. Yep, the oh so popular MLM Neora. I actually know somebody whose wife was in it, so I want to do that. And yeah, they're going to be talking about how um like the direction multi-level marketing is going right now. So
Interesting.
yep, so keep an eye out for that. I don't have a day on when I'm going to upload that, but it'll be by the end of the week.
Nice. You're gonna see the trio of terror together very soon. We're gonna try to wrangle DC in a video too, so be on the lookout for that. You're gonna see BP content from us. Again, if you ever have anything to share with either of us, our Instagram names are the same as our usernames. Mine is obviously MrsPicoSpeaks. Wendy's is MLM No. You can also, you know, drop us a comment in the live chat or make a comment on a previous video. But we appreciate you. Thank you guys for being here today. Live chat, you're amazing. We will see you very soon. We're not going to let as much time go between now and the next time we see you for sure. So we will see you again soon. Thanks, friends. We appreciate you. Replay crew, you're the real MVP. We love y'all. Have a good one. And don't forget to like both channels, like the videos and the channels before you head out. We will see you guys the next go around. Bye, y'all.
Bye.